Hello, welcome back. Last time I entered 25th level, the final one, and met a guy with a mallet who likes to hit orbs a whole lot. Well, guess my score is not going to be great because I started on this tile and there are force arrows at the edge of the room preventing me from going back. So pretty linear here in this level so far, which is fine. Alright, I see that things are brained. Looks like this is my route.
Expand.
Alright then. Tar Mother is expanding. You know, she probably would have done that even if you hadn't said anything. But you can tell yourself that you had an effect on that. It's real hard to see here. I'm very tempted to turn off lighting. So I probably just want to kill this Tar Mother, and that's really pretty much my entire task here. I want this dude gone. That dude. Oh, you're gonna be a jerk about this, huh? Of course you are. That's your job, huh? Mr. Jerkface. He's gonna man, like, all those orbs. Alright, so I need to, like, trick him into letting me in here or something? Yeah, as soon as I get close to that, he does that. And of course he does the same for this. Okay. Maybe I can go threaten him directly. Maybe I can die. That's also an option. That won't do anything at all. Technically this would do something if I could trim that. I don't know why I'm doing this though. Also, I don't think I'm doing this because I don't have time. Yeah, not an option. Alright, so let's just not. Problem is... death. Death is a problem. I'm alive for now, but not for long. Hang on. So if he won't let me in... Alright, what's up with these orbs? So this opens those. This is toggled by that. So I don't know what I'm doing. So those are just closed. Now they're open again for some reason. Okay. I can't mess with that. That's on his path. Okay, was there something I was supposed to understand about the behavior of this character that I don't? So if you're all the way over there right now, all the way over there, what are you doing? I'm wondering if I charge forward at the right time here, like if he's going to want to get to an orb to close this but not be able to because I move fast enough for that or something. It seemed kind of like that was the key to something before. See, as soon as I step there, he starts for it. Like, there's no way I can get there in time. So no explanation of his behavior, I just have to guess. I guess I'll pay attention to how close I can get to a door before he starts going for the orb. I made it through there somehow. Never mind. Okay, it just worked itself out. Okay. Well, that felt dumb and broken to me. That's my feedback. Dumb and broken. I'm sure there's a logic to it, but...
Killed a poor defenseless mother?
I sure did. Yeah, I'm sure there's some logic to it, but it's not something that I was able to deduce just from those interactions with him. Yes, I sure did. Don't worry about it. Well, no I didn't. Because I would die if I had. Still no. Well, that's not what I want. I guess this will have to do? Sure. There. That's the end of you. Poor defenseless mother. Alright, so you just want to leave now. This toggled by... Okay, so I just killed the brain. Got it. What a weird behavior all this is. So this is the birth of Guess the Scripting, huh? This room's orange. There are no enemies even though the room is red. Are there spiders? Where's that button? There aren't. Are you a required target now? He doesn't exist. Why is this room red? There's a scroll here. No, seriously, why is this room red? So this guy doesn't exist. There are two things I can do. I can either go here and use this orb, or go here and get stuck and use those orbs. Let's see if Bithro says anything if I do this. He doesn't. Okay. So... Okay. Whole lot of orbs here. So choose a path and it opens a... What? What are you currently doing? So what, just go through all of those in sequence? What is this? Okay, what are we doing? So just both of us are hitting those orbs in sequence, I guess. I'll wait for you. Don't know what the point of any of this is. It's a mystery to everyone. I remember reading something about this guy's behavior. About how he can only hit an orb facing south for some reason. I noticed that these are all set up specifically so that you can hit them from directly to the north. I don't know why that's a thing, but apparently it's a thing. What's that scroll gonna say? I'm a little worried about it. So I guess this is the end now? Oh, I'm supposed to go through a sequence here, and these are... Oh, these are... Okay, hang on. Secretly there's an orb puzzle here. Great. But this isn't even... No, well, but... so... What? Okay. So he left. Are you still alive? I must be talking too much. I'm not going to let any more secrets slip. So no going back here. So secretly this is an orb puzzle. Doesn't look too demanding. Alright. But see, I only get to choose my path and not his, right? I mean, to be fair, I probably should have looked at some of these before I went and just poked any old random orb. Alright, so if I have to choose one to be first, it should be that one. But if I don't get any say in what he does, then I just better hope that it's a good one. So that opens that. What else is hazardous? You're a toggle, so I should go for this almost certainly. Do any others close or toggle? So this one is a toggle. Second, the one just right of center. And the leftmost. So just right of center, then leftmost, and then the rest I don't have to worry about. Why are you choosing that? Oh, that's fine. No, it's not. Yes, it is, because that opens it. Okay. It is fine that you choose that. Now there will be no other problems. This would just seem like pure magic, without being able to click orbs and stuff. Alright, so that opens that. Next one should open this. It didn't. Something's wrong. He went for this before that happened. What a jerk. Well, this is super dumb. What is this supposed to be? Alright, so I mean, again, there are only really two that are traps. I do not believe I get any control over what he does, but I might be wrong about that somehow. Okay, so if I... So the ones I do not want him to use are... this one before this one's been used. This one before this one's been used. And this one before this one's been used. Okay, so this, and this are the hazardous ones. So pay attention if he goes for any of these three. Right? That only has an open, that only has an open, that only has an open. So yeah, it's these three. There are three that I have to disarm, so let's try leftmost first, I guess. And see what he does. So I just did leftmost, which means Which means the ways for him to make trouble would be here and here. Will he choose one of those two? He did choose this, which is making trouble. Does he always choose that one? So if instead I first go for, I believe it's this one, does he choose upper right? Or does he choose a different one to trip me up? Yeah, he chooses a different one. So no matter what I do, I lose. There's no way through this, is what I'm seeing. So is there some way to short-circuit something somewhere, somehow? Or make some control over his actions? Because unless I can exert some control, then he's just going to continue jamming me up. I mean, it's possible I just want to hit one of the neutral ones, one that doesn't matter. If I do this, what does he do? So he knows not to hit that until I'm out of range of this. So I used this. What is your choice? Your choice is this, which is a problem because sometime after I'll have to use this. Okay, so is it always... Okay, fine. So check it out, I'm going to chart this out. If I choose orb number 1, what does he do? He chooses the last one. If I choose orb number 2, what does he do? This one doesn't have a thing by it. It just opens that without doing anything. He chooses the last one. Okay, so what if I do this one? I skipped an orb, yes, I'm aware. It's fine. Continues to choose that one. Okay. What affects him? I mean, maybe it has something to do with Beethr's position. What if I go this way instead? He takes a moment to consider, but seems to almost always choose that. And at any given moment that he comes in, he has at least 2 that can cause mischief. I can't close them both off. And that's the mischief he chooses. Same mischief. So this time he goes there. Which is mischief because of that. Hold on, but no, I get it. I understand now. There is only one. Okay, so I was going to reparse the door connections after this, and I understand why I would need to. So there is only one of these that's actually a close. The other 2 are toggles, which means I can just hit them twice as I go through. Alright. So to prevent mischief, it has to be this one first. Problem is, if he goes for a toggle and doesn't toggle it, then I'm still in trouble. So what's he going to decide to do when I do this? He goes here, which is an open, so that's fine. It's if he goes for the toggle that I'm in trouble. This time he didn't. Again, no way for me to really know what he's going to do. So I am worried about this. So just hit it twice. He still has 1 he can choose to do mischief if he wants to. So what is your choice, Mr. Neither? He goes for this, which is fine. That's connected to that, which also has a toggle here, so I just have to hit it twice. Okay, and then no more mischief can be done because that's closed and all the others have only opens. Alright. I mean, still, I had no way to predict that he wouldn't do anything nefarious. I had ways to prevent the 2 occurrences of it that I was able to observe, but I can't observe those until after the fact. He got angry. Because those all opened. So that frustrated him, apparently. I had heard some of his sound effects before. This is why I didn't expect him to have the voice that he has here. I know he makes at least one other sound. So he's frustrated by my ability to open all the doors. He will be forced to open that one, because that opens both of those. I don't need to touch this. Okay, well, I did it. Also, I don't really know what this scroll was about. Okay, so he's up here, manning all of those. Gonna just pretty much close them when I get close, except sometimes he doesn't. Can't read that until the end of the room. I suspect that's not a challenge scroll. Why do I suspect that? I don't know. The closing doors could help me with serpent killing. Well, serpents could also help me with that. However, also, I think I'm actually just fine here, because all the brains seem to have multiple routes to them. So as long as I can get around a serpent, which I pretty much always can, doesn't matter if he closes that door, which he didn't even. However, I do have a problem here. Okay, so this is the actual danger. I see it. Oh, thanks. You want to close that again so the serpent dies, maybe? Because, I mean, that serpent's gonna have to die at some point. But I can just kill the last brain. And then have no way out. Okay, so when I kill that last brain, I better have a plan for the serpent. I'll get nice and far away, I guess. You want to close that door? No, you want the serpent to come through. So if I go in here, he traps me, huh? I've been in and out of here before, though. But not this time. Alright, well I'll do that to get a lot of distance. He'll close this, which helps me, and then I can force you north and make you do something or other. There's plenty of options. This one is not one. That's fine. Find a way to die, serpent. That was not one. But see, like, I'm trapped if I do this, right? Hey, serpent, come here. Hey, serpent, come here. Behave yourself. Come here, go there. Okay, I fulfilled a challenge condition somehow. I think I'm trapped, though. But you know what? I got the challenge. So, okay. I never stepped on any checkpoints during that process, so I guess I'm redoing this room, huh? That's fine, it wasn't that bad. I don't know what the challenge condition was, but something I did made the game happy. Running through an open door, right, so I did manage to get past him to do something. It seems like an error that that challenge awarded when the room was in an unsolvable state. Usually that tends to be avoided. Now right, I did get in here and back out previously. That, however, this doesn't look like a good time to do that. Well, for one thing, I need to face another way. So I have plenty of time for this. He opened that again for some reason. Why did you choose to do that? Is it because the serpent was coming? So he wants to open doors for the serpent but not for me, something something? So can I trick you into letting me through there? Yes. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. I'm dead if I do that. Maybe. Depends on serpent preferences. They are such that I'm alive. Good. Okay. Alright. Noise of frustration. This opens with that. So what was the challenge condition here? Never stand on a closed door. Oh. Okay. Didn't even think of it. Alright. I could take your route all the way up to there, but it wouldn't do me any good. Okay. This looks dumb and bad. There are roach queens here. Not really mincing words here. This looks dumb and bad, that's what I have to say. So probably there's always going to be a route to me, but I have to do something to trick him into... So he probably wants to let his monsters through. So be close to a door when a monster is approaching it or something, and maybe he'll open it? No, he just has no idea what's going on. And you know what? Neither do I. How do I make you stop toggling those two? Like, I have a really long way to get through here. At which point he just decides, no, I can't. It's gonna be one of those or the other. And like, those are my only ways through. So again, guess the scripting. Somehow he needs to open one of those. Why does this hold, of all holds, have guess the scripting in it? I mean, if I can't get through this initial gate, then I'm going nowhere. That's the only way to get anywhere. It's through one of these two doors. I'm gonna sit here and watch him. Make my scripting guess slightly more educated, maybe. Does he react to roaches? Yes. Somehow. Why? What did you do and why did you do it? You toggled that, possibly in response to a roach stepping on it. Then you're coming over to close this. Why? Then you open that for some reason. Why? What is this? So his first action is to do that. Okay, so tell me something. If I go straight here, he has definitely interrupted his script to do that. And now, okay, so he turned around, so when I stepped here, that seems to have changed something. Is there a... No, I can't do that from here. So if I don't step here, he continues that way. He has a goal in mind. This is a long way to walk. Once I step there, he untoggles that and toggles this. Okay, so at least this behavior I understand. Step into this hallway, and he goes toward those for that purpose. I'm never going to get him far enough away that I can make it through either of these two. So I have to make another guess at what his scripting is. Unless there's like a... Okay, you know what, room lighting, I've had enough of you. Let me see. Yes. Is there a broken wall here somewhere? If it's on a light post, it won't help me. If any of these walls is broken, my eyes cannot detect it. Okay. So, looks like the answer is no. I don't know if the lights mean anything or what. So he does something when roaches reach this door. Is there something else I can do here? There's a scroll in there with him. What's my exit to this room? There is a broken wall here. So that one is secret. I will be in there with him at some point. If I can get past, you know, make some kind of guess at how his scripting works to get past this initial barrier. So he gets busy with something eventually. Once a roach steps there, it makes him do something. But it seems as though he interrupts whatever he's doing. I'm going toward a closed door right now, by the way, so that's not what I want. Alright, so let me first make him open that. Then I'm going to sit here until you make the decision to do something. As soon as you decide to start doing something, over on the right side of the room, way over on the right side, someday you'll make a decision. Okay, you know what? Alright, so at this point I know you're going for, like, this orb or something for some reason. If I step here, it immediately interrupts you. Does standing here do anything? No. Will he ever decide to just open this on his own? Oh, he did. Why? Somewhere in his cycle, this door just decided to open. Why? Somebody in the world probably knows. I sure don't. Okay, so it may be a viable strategy to just sit next to a door that I want to open and wait for him to decide to open it. It may not. I have no way of knowing. So I'll try and just follow the trail of roaches backwards. At some point I'm gonna have to kill all of them, which is fine. I'll have access to his place, where I can do that by manning his orbs manually. Okay, well, I'm to the queens, so that's nice. You're laughing. What are you so happy about? I killed all your queens. I disarmed your trap. I'm to you. He left. Challenge. Don't go through the yellow door nearest the southeast corner. This one? Okay. Fine. Well, I have that checkpoint in case... right. In case. So I'll want to go through this one instead. Why would you put a challenge in this room? Oh, now I have this music. Alright, let's hear some ambient music while roaches attack me from all sides. Okay. So that was the time when he decided to let me through. So my route instead will take me up this way, alright? I'm gonna sit here for a little while again. And I guess just hope he decides to open this door someday. He doesn't. Not when I'm standing there, at least. He's doing nothing. Nothing is happening. He did something. Something happened. Why did you do that? Okay, I'll take this route. How's that sound? Sounds like nothing happens if I do. What is this? Was there some hint about his behavior somewhere that I missed? Or is this seriously the experience that this level is? Like, this is just what everybody sees when they get to level 25 of this dungeon. This is the only tool I really have. Just pick a spot, wait for a while, hope he decides to be nice and open a door for me. Okay. So let's attempt to go through here, I guess. Have I seen this door open? I don't think so. So if I sit here, nothing happens. If I try to move through here, will he stop me? No. But he's never going to open this. I can wait forever and he won't. And that's as full as that gets. Look at all this chaos. Somehow they keep laying more eggs every once in a while. There's like this cascade of unbrained roach moves that happens until a space opens up, then it fills up with another roach, and I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, so it's distinctly in that region where he decides to take that behavior. I don't get to stand on that door. Don't know why I'd want to. So that opened, for some reason. Perhaps if he could decide to open that, then I could get through there. But he won't decide that, will he? I mean, what are the controls I get here? Like, really? Hold on, he's doing something. What are you up to? So he's opening that. Why? Why? When? When did you decide that and why? So it's when B throw steps here. This spot is a trigger for opening that door? Are there other invisible triggers that I'm supposed to hunt down for him to open the doors I want open? Wow. So when I came into this hold, when I said I was going to play this hold, I sort of had the expectation of bland sameness. I don't know why I expected that. I was pleasantly surprised that that was not what I got. Again, never would I have expected this garbage. This is a challenge, but it's not a challenge. It's a nonsense. This is just a nothing. This is just here. Take a pure guess at what you're supposed to do. Interact with this completely opaque mechanism. Have fun. You're not going to have fun. You're going to suffer. Have fun suffering, I guess. You gonna let that roach through there? You let it through there. Okay, so that's a route. Then that's closed. Why? Let some roaches through somewhere so that I can go. Do something. Nope. So once I'm here, he forbids it. Do you have an interest in closing that door? Not currently. So if I can get through this next one... Let me guess, he'll never open that? Hey look, my back's to the roaches. Set up an ambush. I'll follow your roaches. They're coming through there. Keep that route open. Keep that. Don't you want the roaches to be able to get to me? You just cut them off. I mean, it's not like roaches will hold a door open. Also, it's not like I can travel through there while that's happening. My initial assessment of this room was very, very correct, as it turns out. What are you up to? Nothing good. More correct than I knew. So if I'm not in this hallway, he does decide to do that. So now I'm trapped. He definitely cares whether there's a roach here or not. Once no roach, then that opens back up. I mean, okay, I guess I'm gaining an understanding of the categories of things that can affect his behavior. The presence of a roach in a hallway partially determines whether or not he will use an orb in that area. The presence of Beethrow north of here makes him open that. If I go south of here, it doesn't matter because it's not like he'll let me get in there. I already know he won't let me through here. As soon as I step here, he's motivated to close that off. Even if roaches are here, he will still close it. This just isn't even a thing. Why would you do this? Is it because you see me going for this region of the room? So roach gone, therefore you open that. Okay. I've closed a loop. You gonna show me something, Rabscuttle? So you do, in fact, just stand there for a while. The fastest demos will certainly be the ones that don't do the challenge, I imagine. Yeah, this does it the obvious way. He made a bunch of noises. I mean... No, these will all be non-challenge demos, so I won't get the information that way. If I sit here for an eternity, does this door open? Yes. Does that matter? Is that any different from the other one? So at this point, what do I want? Any route that doesn't involve this. What are all of those? This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. And that's all of them. I tried all of those. None of them worked in any intuitive way. Nothing in this room works in any intuitive way. So if I don't go down there, let's go a different direction. Why would I even bother? Stepping here caused him to do something. When I'm here, he wants that open. When I'm north of there, he wants it closed. Now when there are roaches in this hallway, he wants that open. Sounds nice. But once B throws up here, he wants it closed. And wants that closed. So if I run these roaches around here and keep them alive in there... No, now that's going to stay closed. Okay, so whatever arcane magic this challenge wants me to do with this completely opaque mechanism is just absolutely inscrutable. I'm not going to do it today. I'm probably not going to do it at all. Maybe I'll look up a solution just so I know, but this is kinda the super worst. Okay, so kinda the super worst. I closed a loop of some sort, so maybe there's going to be some kind of climax in this room next time. Then we have Secret Hunt. The challenges I didn't do, there's more than just that one I happen to know. Okay, so yucky, gross, terrible. Author of this room should feel very bad. That's what I have to say. Okay, I guess I'll see you next time.